couple of weeks ago, I released a video explaining why I'm no longer in the day trading game, and I've now chosen to actually focus my time and effort on investing in companies that I understand for the long term. And when I say long term, I mean long term, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years or more. And in some cases, I may hold these stocks forever. But the point is that I believe that these companies that I put my money into now, I believe will be around and will be much larger in the future than they are today. And in that video, I went on to explain that I did try day trading. I failed at it, yes, but I did decide that it wasn't for me for 3 main reasons. The time commitment that it requires on a daily basis, the fact that it requires you to pretty much be glued to your screen because you don't want to miss that perfect entry or exit point, and the biggest reason was that it caused a lot of stress. And oh my, did I get feedback on this video. So what I want to do in this video is something a bit fun, something different that we don't do on the channel usually, and that's respond to some of those comments that I saw that gave me a chuckle, or in some cases actually did concern me. So let's get into it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh, and if you like the style of video, make sure to drop a like. Let's try to get 350 likes on this video. And if we do that, I'll make this kind of a regular series and do this with other videos as well. So here's the first comment from Blade Masters 916. In caps, "You failed because you didn't follow the rules. Before you can win, you must learn to lose and cut losses fast." So this was an interesting comment, but first of all, Blade Masters, man, why are you yelling at me? And second of all, what rule book are you referring to here? Is there something that I missed? If so, make sure to comment down below and let me know where I can find this rule book. Maybe that's why I failed at day trading, because I didn't read this rule book. And if I did, maybe I'd be a multi-millionaire now and be successful at day trading. Anyway, sarcasm aside, there is no rule book for day trading, just like how there's no rule book when it comes to gambling. Sure, you cut your losses, you try to manage your positions, all those kind of things are maybe part of the rules. But in the end, you are essentially throwing your money in there and just hoping for the best. You have absolutely nothing else on your side. You have no time on your side, which is what long-term investing kind of takes advantage of. And you're pretty much just hoping that you strike it big and you make a gain on that gamble. This is similar to going to the casino, throwing your money in either red or black, and hoping that it lands on the one that you pick. Next, we have a comment from Slyness D92. "You're wrong, my man. It's finding a great strategy and a good edge. Day trading requires time and patience. You do know there is scalping, which is a very good day trading method. People don't be a sheep. Try it and see for yourself." Okay, so first of all, Slyness, man, this irks me. Your is spelled Y-O-U''RE when Y-O-U''RE using it in this context. And secondly, how does one find a good strategy here? This must be part of the rule book that the previous commenter was referring to. And the part that concerned me here was the last piece of comment that he left, which is where he said, "Try it for yourself." And this is the worst piece of advice you can give anyone out there, especially beginners that may be reading comments in that video. No, do not try it for yourself. It's proven to not work for the vast majority of people. So if you're a beginner and you know absolutely nothing about stocks, why would you just go and try it for yourself? This is complete gambling. You have absolutely no knowledge behind what you're doing. And like I said before, you're just throwing your money in there and just hoping it works out. This is very different from actual investing, where you learn about the business, you learn about the fundamentals, you learn about the value, and that's when you put your money in. This is like saying, "Hey Joe, you have $1,000 that you want to maybe double to $2,000. Go try it for yourself, but wait, just make sure that you use the best strategy." Anyways, next we have JRocket with 2 T's 870. "Buy and hold investors are the biggest gamblers." What? Like how did this, what? This is the complete opposite mentality that I'm trying to get across here on this channel. Let me show you a chart of the S&P 500 here, and you tell me, does this look like a gamble to you? Does this look like a risky investment? If you're shorting the market, sure, it may be risky, but if you're a long-term investor and you have time on your side, this is far from a gamble, and this is exactly how millionaires became billionaires and billionaires became even wealthier billionaires. They become rich by buying and holding great companies, not by day trading stocks. Here's a comment from Tom CYR. What system did you use to trigger buy and sell orders when you day traded? How many have you tried? Did you follow all the training instructions? Oh man, here's another commenter that's referring to that training manual or that rule book. Guys, I'm seriously missing out here. If you have a copy of this, can you please add me on Instagram, Positive Investing Official, and send me a copy there. Guys, I really want to take a look at this rule book, instruction manual, whatever you want to call it, because I want to be a successful day trader. I did not get the opportunity to read this, so please, please send that to me. Anyways, a part of this comment that stood out to me was when Tom asked, how many have you tried? And this right here is the problem. There's so many strategies when it comes to day trading, and the problem is that you'll never necessarily go and have a chance to try every single one, but you'll always think in your head, if one doesn't work, the next one might. This can be a dangerous cycle that you can fall trapped to. You know, you go throw in maybe $1,000, you lose that $1,000 on a certain strategy, and you figure, okay, this didn't work, I'm gonna try a different strategy. So you throw in another $1,000, you lose that money, you try another strategy, and so on and so forth. It's a dangerous, dangerous game that you're playing. Don't think that it's that easy, and don't think that there's actually one strategy out there that's always gonna work for you. And again, this comes back to my buy and hold strategy. There's really only one way to do this. You find a great business, you buy it, and you hold it. There's not much more to that, and it simply works. Next is Daniel Manahan, and this one really concerned me, so listen up. Averaging in is usually a very bad idea. There is a reason the stock is going down, usually because the long-term prospects of it going up are bad. You are better off not having invested earlier, allowing the company to go down, and then buying at that lowest point with all in that you plan to invest. You get no advantage and all the disadvantages in placing any money at all in a stock that you want to go down. Just buy later when it goes down. So Daniel, this is actually a big mistake that I see a lot of beginners make in the market, and I challenge you to think differently here. You see, there's a reason that a stock is going down, and yes, while that is true, more often than not, that reason is overblown and the market is overreacting to that news. So as an investor, you need to find those opportunities, you need to take advantage of those opportunities, and you need to start buying as the price declines. Now you may be saying, okay, the price is going to go even lower. That's fine, you're getting even better value then, so that's why you average into your position. You don't go 100% in your position on the first buy. You buy maybe 10%, then later another 10%, so on and so forth, and you average in. That's what I typically do with my stocks, and it's worked out really well for me so far. That's what I plan to continue doing moving forward. If you are on the sidelines waiting for the bottom, trust me, you are not going to find the bottom. You're always going to think, okay, it's bottomed out, it's starting to move higher. This is probably a fake out. It's probably going to reverse and go lower, and you're just going to keep waiting and waiting and waiting. And you can ask people that have been waiting since the last recession for the next recession, how they're still waiting on the sidelines while the stock market is up hundreds of percent since then. Next comment comes from Joshua Russ 2. There is no luck involved in day trading, it's all knowledge and skill. The right knowledge will ensure the right executions. Clearly, if you really know what you're doing in day trading, which is not for the majority, then you will inevitably succeed. I can't even comprehend how someone can come here and seriously say that day trading is about knowledge and skill. Guys, you have absolutely no control of a stock price, whether it goes up or down. So how could you come and tell me that it's knowledge and skill that gets you to be a successful day trader here? If you buy a stock and you're suspecting it to go up but it goes down, you had no control of that. That's part of investing. And yes, even with long-term investing, you have no control of this. However, there is one thing you do have control of, and that is time. You have time on your side. You can wait for that position to move in the direction that you wanted it to. And more often than not, what do stocks do over the long term? They go up. Now our last comment here comes from Taylor Made. I hate to say it, but you're 100% wrong. Again, your is spelled Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. If you have a plan, a strategy that's proven right, it works out really well. but everyone's different. How can I be 100% wrong based on my experience? I guess it all comes full circle again, guys. I need that rule book to help me plan and be a successful, 100% successful day trader. So any day traders out there, make sure to hit me up on Instagram. Let me know your day trading stories. I'll actually be interested to hear about those. And make sure to share that rule book with me. Okay guys, I think that's enough. I think by reading through these comments, we got a pretty good understanding here that day traders are fairly stubborn with the way that they invest in the market, and they believe that this is a strategy that works over the long term. However, the sad reality is I know many of them have not done this over the long term. So I'd be interested to see how that pans out for them over the next 5-10 years or so. Now, I don't want to wish ill will on anyone. I don't want anyone to lose money. So I really do hope that many of them come to their senses before it's too late and before they lose any money, and move over to the more successful side of investing, the side where you have great names like Warren Buffett on, and that is the side with the long-term buy and hold strategy. There's a reason why you don't hear many day trading multimillionaires out there, and that's because most of them end up losing their money over the long term. And for me personally, day trading I don't think will ever be an option again, because of the reason that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. It just doesn't make sense to me. If I really wanted to gamble, I'd rather go to a casino, I'd rather play some blackjack or poker or something like that, and gamble my money that way, than throw it in the stock market and break my rules of investing. So I personally will continue long-term investing, and if you're on my side, make sure to drop that huge like down below to show your support, because I know we're gonna get a lot of dislikes on this video from all of the day traders out there that probably hate my guts at this point. But either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you learned something from this and hope you found this entertaining. Don't forget to invest positively, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.